Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Trouble seems to be looming for Nigeria because most of the things that have been happening is now being taken with all amount of seriousness and commitment by the international community. They are so committed to it, and they want to ensure that whatever issue that is ongoing, especially that anything that borders on the influence of the terrorist foreign headsmen and the like, is solved once and for all for Nigeria. And right now they have reported the administration of Buhari and the things that have been happening in the country to the Common War, Secretary of the Common War, and they have made moves to ensure that they proceed on the case and get it fixed once and for all. Reason being that these issues have been reported on the internet severally. We see videos of all manner of things happening in the country, people losing their lives, and some key personalities in the country have also been talking consistently about this thing, which you are going to be seeing in the letter that they have written to the Secretary of the Common War. A lot of things are involved in that letter, and we just want to look at it in a jiffy. But if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's look at the news in detail. Some lawmakers in the United Kingdom Parliament have reported President Muhammadu Buhari to the Secretary General of the Commonwealth over the unabating spate of killings in the country. The British lawmaker wrote the Commonwealth Secretary General Patricia Scotland QC over widespread violence in Nigeria. These lawmakers include Caroline Cox, David Alton, Jean Shannon, and Helena Kennedy. According to them, thousands of civilians in Nigeria have been killed, and elements of the Nigerian government may be complicit in the violence. Others who signed the letter alongside them are Lord William, Lord Carey, Dr. Christopher Coxworth, Philip Monstephen, Lord Studart, Lord Anderson, Lord Cogmark, Sir Geoffrey Nice, QC, Ayo Adedorin, Ewelina Okhap, Melin Thomas, Dr. Hatassa Gonwi, Neville Smith, Dr. John Elbina, and Buwalda. The lawmakers sought intervention of the killings in Nigeria, highlighting the helplessness of the current administration. Now, I want to read the letter itself so that you hear it. And the letter is addressed to Right Honorable Patricia Scotland, QC Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Marlborough House, London. And the letter reads, it said, Dear Patricia, we write to highlight urgent concern about escalating violence in Nigeria, where attacks led by Boko Haram, Fulani Herders, and other Islamic militia continue in northern and central Belt State, with reports of increasing violence in the southeast. According to a report by the UK All Party Parliamentary Group APPG for International Freedom of Religion or Belief entitled Nigeria Unfolding Genocide, thousands of civilians have been killed, and element of the Nigerian government may be complicit in violence. The APPG's concern reflect the findings of a report by Amnesty International, and which quote, he said, we dry our tears addressing the toil on children of northeast Nigeria's conflict, which concludes that the Nigerian armed forces have committed war crimes and crimes against humanity during their operation. The Nigerian Army former Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Theophilus Danjuma, whom some of us have met and spoken to, says the armed forces are not neutral. They collude in the ethnic cleansing in riverine states by Fulani herders. He insisted that villagers must defend themselves because defending of the armed forces will result depending on the armed forces will result in them dying one by one. The ethnic cleansing must stop. The ethnic cleansing must stop. Now I'm going to the second part of the letter which I'm opening now, and it continues thus. Sorry, I'm just sorry. He said the state's failure to protect its citizens is a clear breach of its obligation under the Commonwealth Charter in respect of human rights. There is now an urgent need to ensure adequate protection and aid for those suffering in the loss of family members and the destruction of their homes and livelihood, and B, to end impunity by ensuring that complaints related to human rights violations are promptly, independently, and impartially investigated, and those responsible are held to account after fair trial. We write therefore to ask whether you are able to respond on behalf of the Commonwealth and to raise this urgent concern with the Commonwealth Ministerial Action Group. We would be very willing to meet in person or perhaps more practically online via Zoom to discuss how we might proceed. Yours sincerely, Baroness Cox, Lord Alton of Liverpool, Baroness Kennedy of the Shore, Jim Shannon, Lord Williams of Oystermouth, Archbishop of Canterbury, 2002 to 2012, Lord Carey of Lifton, Archbishop of Canterbury, 1999 to 2002, Dr. Christopher Coxworth, Lord Bishop of Coventry, Philip Mount Stephen, Lord Bishop of Truro, Lord Studart of Swindon, Lord Anderson of Swansea, Lord Cormac, Sir Geoffrey Nice QC, Ayo Adeniran, International Organization for Peace and Social Justice, Ewelina Orchard, Coalition for Genocide Response, Marin Thomas, CSW, Dr. Hataza Conway, CSW, Neville Smith, Aid to the Church in Need, UK, Dr. John Ebner, Christian Solidarity International, and Buwalda Jubilee Campaign. Wow. It's a serious one day for Nigeria. I tell you the whole truth. Most of the things that we have been playing games with has now been picked up and is about to be treated by the international community. And this will not, it's not something that can be swept in or under the carpet, because these guys are neck bend to ensure that this issue is handled once and for all. You have heard, if you followed me very well in the letter that is read, it said those who are involved, that the issues are, especially those bordering on fundamental human rights, that are going to be scrutinized and investigated. And anyone that is found wanting or is seen in one way or the other has contributed to whatever that had happened, the person is going to be given trial. And we know what will happen after the trial if you are found guilty. So it clearly shows that things have gone past the level it was. Don't forget that that was how we were talking about the issue of rigging here and there, and all of a sudden the international community had to come in to see how they can solve it. In what way did they come in? By ensuring that anyone who is involved in any form of rigging during elections, that they are being placed on visa ban from UK and from US. And most of our own politicians have been indicted. And this one now taking place, it clearly shows that these guys are out to ensure that the system is sanitized, because Nigerians have been praying severally. Nigerians have been crying out. It seems no one is there to help. So God had to raise another person to come and help us. Go on Twitter, go on social media and see the level of things that have been ongoing there. It's really unthinkable. And go on YouTube especially, you see a lot of those videos littered on YouTube, just to go a long way to send signals to the international community that all is not going well. Don't forget that some of our own leaders, especially monarchs in the northeast, monarchs in the southwest, and all of that, they have spoken to the present day government. Change this service chief. They have not performed. They have performed below par. We celebrate them for what they have done thus far, but their effort is not good enough. We are not seeing results. These things have crippled the economic activity in the northeast. It's now steaming down to the southwest and to the southeast. The presidency have not responded to it. They feel that these people are still capable, that there is no other person that is capable enough like them. Now, look at what has happened. It's really interesting to hear this. Look at what has happened. Now, the international community are coming in to see how this issue can be fixed. They've written to the Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Let's see what will happen from here. We'd like to leave it. They go to